everyone, and welcome to my channel again for another review. Look, I know, oh yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe if you like my videos, you know, support your girl. I make videos because I love it. So yeah, support me. I know I'm late to the party, but I watched Blackpink Light Up the Sky on Netflix. Don't know why I had to sing that. I have done a video on Blackpink before ages ago, like watching their songs for the first time and stuff. So from then I have become a Blackpink fan. More with this new album though. Ooh, didn't put my phone on thing. More on this new album though, because like the songs I just jam with a bit more. Not so much that Ice Cream song because I'm not personally a Selena Gomez fan. But it was alright. I just feel like it wasn't their vibe. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about. But yes, I've been a Blackpink fan for some time. Not like a major fan, not like those, I'm not like, you know, hardcore fan. But I am a fan nonetheless, and I like their music. I enjoy it, and I can do a little, I don't know how they do that move all the time, but yeah, I could do a little dance to it. I don't know why I have such an irritated face right now. Ignore me if I keep touching my face. I watched a Netflix documentary of Blackpink, Light Up the Sky. Go check it out if you haven't. And yes, I'm late to the party. It came out like, oh, I don't even know, like during winter last year, 2020. So I've only just watched it, but that's okay. It's still great. It's a great documentary. I'm not saying it's like breathtakingly like, oh my god, mind-blowing documentary, but it serves the purpose of what a documentary should be. You learn, you feel for the people. Like, it's good. It's a good watch. Go watch it if you haven't. This documentary is good because I feel like with K-pop artists especially, unless you're a hardcore fan who can stalk, you know who I talk, because I like to stalk sometimes as well, but I've not personally stalked them, and I actually don't follow them on any social media, but I have read up on the wiki pages and different things like that. I've always wanted to know more about them, more about like the K-pop sort of thing, the industry. I knew that they went into training when they were younger because I don't know how I found that out. I think that's probably from the Wikipedia actually. But yes, I knew about that. I just wanted to know more about them. And also, that training thing reminds me a lot, if you watch Japanese animes, Skip Beat. But I think it's Japanese. But anyway, Skip Beat reminds me of that whole sort of thing, and that's one of my favourite animes. So I was already quite interested in them and how they became basically a phenomenon. Famous now. The members, they're basically from all over the world. There's 4 of them: Jennie, Jisoo, Rose, excuse me if that's wrong, Rose I believe, and Lisa. And yeah, they come from all over the world. Like Lisa's from Thailand, I believe. Jennie's from, no, not Jennie. Oh yeah, maybe she is from Australia as well. I think 2 of them are from Australia. I can't remember. My memory's so crap sometimes. But basically, they're not all like Korean born. They are Korean, but they're not literally like, you know, Korean born, not all of them anyway. So it's interesting that they're from different parts of the world and they've come together in Korea to form this amazing band. The documentary basically shows us where they started, literally going from the background when they were babies, and then where they are now and how successful they are. And it already starts with a lot of tension. They're walking on, strutting on with, actually they're quite nervous I guess, so they weren't really strutting, but with their heels. I don't know how they did it with those heels because I would have fallen on my ass. They are fools, but they did it well, so I commend them. But going on their heels to show, walking on with their heels and everything to showcase for the first time that they are Blackpink to like different reporters and different things. And it was already quite a lot of tension. Like all you hear is their heels walking onto the stage. The reporters are silent, which would be so nerve-wracking to me. And they said for themselves it was nerve-wracking. Like I don't know if that's a Korean thing that they don't clap or look up at you. I'm not sure, but I would be essing myself if that was me, and that's why I'm not a K-pop idol. But yeah, so there was a lot of tension at the beginning of the documentary already, which basically means it's good because it already brings you in, it pulls you in, and that's what you want. Also, can I just say, like, all their clothing is very fashionable, so I need to actually start following them on Instagram and everything, because like when I was watching the whole thing, especially like when they're doing their dance rehearsals and stuff, like I was like, these girls can dress really well. and I dress like a bum sometimes. So I need, like, there was these pink trousers that I think, which one is it, Rose, was wearing in it. And I was just like, these are gorgeous, but yeah, I need them to bring out a line in the UK preferably, and you know, bring out Topshop. Oh yes, Topshop. Or actually, maybe you should bring it out with a sustainable brand. But either way, let me get my hands on some of the clothes. So it shows like a lot of their training time. So they were put into training, I think. Well, at the record label, they have like a training center. So you live there, you eat, sleep there, and then you obviously do like music training and I think acting. I'm not completely sure, cannot remember for the life of me. I should have written all this down when I was watching it, but I was so engrossed with just paying attention. But either way, like they go to training from a young age and live at the record like center or the house that they provide, with a bunch of different girls, like 30 girls they were saying, and different things. And I thought that was mental. Basically, it's like drama school. I'm sure you know what drama school is. So basically, just musical theatre or acting school that you get a degree in most times, and you sleep, come back, and do all those like courses, acting, singing, dance every day, basically for however long the course is. So it's basically like that, but there is no time limit on their training. Technically, there's a time limit because you could get kicked out, but you could be there for years, depending on when you get picked up by whoever organises the group. So when they put you into a group, basically. So there's no time limit essentially, which is mad to me, especially when you go at such a young age. Like, I don't know how old they said they were, like 12? I don't know if the youngest was 12 or something. No, 13 I think it was, or something like that. And they audition all over the world, and then you go there and train. Leave your families where they are, where you are living, and you go there by yourself and train, which I find that crazy. Like, I don't know how they're so strong to do that at such a young age, but also I think that would obviously, naturally, there will be some different mental health issues, anxiety and all that stuff. To be put into an environment of competition at such a young age, I think my brain personally could not handle that. I think I would suffer with even more anxiety than I do now. So they are definitely, I think the girls are definitely strong in that case, like thick skin. They will build so much thick skin during that time. But also you could tell in the documentary that they did struggle with it, that they did have obviously down days and depressing days and all this stuff. And obviously Lisa really rallies them all together. But yeah, I commend them, because hard work has obviously paid off, and I hope that they are happy now. The vibe was that they were happy but tired, so I hope that they get to enjoy it now and just be happy. Like, give them a break, a little break. Let them have some fun, they're young, have fun. But I still want the music. I feel like with K-pop artists, they're very, I don't want to say secretive, but very reserved in some ways, I guess. I think that's the whole culture, though, of like being an idol and things like that. But I love that you saw each of their personalities. They're all very different from each other, let's get that straight, which is a good thing, though. You don't want them all to be the same. I think, especially in Korea and Japan and those places that make idols, I think they're very factory like driven type things, especially when I've watched my animes. Very like factory, like you want to get them perfect dancing, singing, which I get, but it's nice that they have different personalities, and that comes across in the documentary and in their music videos as well. Like, I love it personally, and it's great to see that in some ways that they are still hardworking now. Like, they don't take it for granted, because obviously they're watching their material back, they're very hard on themselves, which that's what all performers are like. I don't even know how they watched it back, because I can't watch myself back, but they watch themselves back, critique themselves, and apply that to the next time they perform, which is obviously a great skill to have, that they can do that. Obviously not all of them. I think it was Jennie that doesn't like watching herself back, but yeah, it's crazy. Absolutely nuts. I just think that whole world is nuts. But I think it's good to show a side of the industry that shows hard work. Like, they weren't one of, obviously they're lucky because they are at where they are now, but you know, like Justin Bieber and different, I'm not saying he doesn't work hard, but he was plucked from, you know, YouTube or whatever that was, and then he was also catapulted into stardom. Still not saying he doesn't work hard, but it's nice to see that obviously they went through all this training and hard work, having to like really being put into different groups, seeing what is the perfect match, and then obviously forming Blackpink. So I think that was a good aspect to show as well. Hard work pays off, ladies and gentlemen, basically. That's what the documentary was saying, and I completely agree. Also, I have a little soft spot for Jennie. She was making me laugh, like when she was saying that, like, sometimes her face is tired or angry, but she's probably the happiest. And yes, I understand that. Some people say I have a B face, like, sometimes that's just my resting face, and I'm not angry or sad or anything like that. I'm just in my own world thinking. So I think it was good that she said that, because it's not 24/7. You need to be like smiling, and that's a whole other conversation about society and having the need to smile all the time, especially with women. But anyway, let me just save that for now. But I like that she said that, like, you don't need to think that someone's angry all the time just because they have an angry face. You know what I mean? And yeah, so that just got me in my feelings a bit when she said that. I liked that. I was like, yes, Jennie. Yes, girl, you are right. Again, like, I love that they all have a connection together. You can see that they are all friends. Or they fooled us, I don't know. But I like that you can see that they were all friends and they had a connection, genuine connection with each other and good friendships with each other. Which was a nice thing to see, especially like, again, like I feel like K-pop idols are so reserved, but this really brought out the human aspect of them. Also, I enjoy that they were speaking not just about the work, they were speaking about their friends, families, the struggles that they've been through in the industry and outside of the industry. Like, that just made it more real and more of a well-rounded look at each of them, I would say, which was great. You see for each of them what they had to do to get to where they are, and at the end of the day they all related to each other. Like, they had the hard work, they had the vision, they had the drive, and that's what makes Blackpink. How do you like that? How do you like that? Da 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 da. Anyway, look at me now, look at you. Sorry, that outburst had to come out. But this like documentary is like a great, sorry I keep saying like so much, this documentary is a great introduction to Blackpink and K-pop music if you haven't watched like or listened to it before. I wouldn't say that I've actually watched a lot of their music videos, but I have listened on Spotify and all that stuff. Like, I just have it on my playlist. But yeah, it's a great introduction to see what K-pop music is like, see like the history behind, a little bit of history behind K-pop music as well, and see what Blackpink are like. Because like I said, they are different to the other K-pop idols. Especially the girl group ones. There's 4 of them for one thing. With some of the other, there could be so many, and I don't understand how that even happens. I don't know how. I know people like a particular one and support a particular one, I guess, but I prefer when there's 4, because visually that's all my mind can take. Apart from BTS, I love them. I love that it had a mix between the concert and the interviews and like the bits in between their lifestyle and obviously their families and stuff. That made it like a well-rounded documentary for me. Again, it's not like a world-breaking like Oscar documentary, but it is a good documentary. It's what you need out of it. And it was just good. Like, I watched the Shawn Mendes one, and like, I don't mind Shawn Mendes. Like, I'm not like, I just like some of his music, but I watched his one and it was just all concerts really. Like, there wasn't really a lot. I'm sure there's lots to him, but they didn't include a lot about him. And not like with the Blackpink one, there's like obviously they kept some things reserved, but we got quite a bit, I thought. And with the Shawn Mendes one, it was just all concerts. And I thought it was a bit boring. So if I wanted to watch a concert, I would have, you know, got my drink ready for the concert vibe. I wanted to find out some information, you know. And that's what I got from the Blackpink documentary, which was good for me. Now, all we need is a BTS documentary so I can find out how they got together. Because reading Wikipedia's like great, but I need it to be visual. I need a Netflix one. I need to see everything and see how they do their dances, because I don't even know how. They're so coordinated, all these K-pop artists as well. I guess that comes with the training, but still, I just could never be that cool. There's like a YouTube video ages ago that I didn't post it, that my sister and I learned the Blackpink dance actually. oh, when was this? Maybe 2 years ago. I think it was da na 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 na. Oh, it was Boombayah. Yeah, I never posted it. It wasn't good. Na na Boombayah. Na 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 na. Anyway, let me stop being crazy and chill. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope, go watch the Blackpink documentary. It's really good if you haven't watched it. And if you're interested in like why K-pop is like, you know, becoming very popular and stuff, like it's great. Go watch it. Thank you for watching again. Like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on my next video. Bye.